Hi class, happy Tuesday. I've opened Module 5, and so you should be ready to go ahead and get started on that one. That one's on stimulants and depressants, and mostly on stimulants in terms of the assignments. So you'll see some stuff in there about methamphetamine. In particular, that's a huge issue right now in our field. It kind of has been for, I would say, the last 10 years, and so it just continues. Definitely, it's a hard substance for people to recover from. So you'll learn about that. Also, you have the presentations to look at from your colleagues on the papers. So you'll see the assignment that you need to read some presentations and make some comments on that. Hopefully that'll give you a wide view of different topics that we don't cover in depth in the materials. All right, so I just finished reading and grading on the marijuana debates, and it was really quite interesting. I have some results. We had 18 for legalization and 6 against, although I would say the ones that were against were not real strong. Some had trouble committing, which to me is an interesting issue, just kind of given the psychosocial part of it. Somebody had commented that it's a little bit more acceptable because there's less stigma right now around marijuana, as opposed to methamphetamine, what we're going to be talking about. So the drug's kind of reputation or the drug's social standing, I think, has a lot to do with people's feelings about that, as well as what we do legally with it. So, you know, and that was kind of the whole thing about looking at it on the schedule, the drug schedule. Another issue that came to the forefront was the idea of medical versus recreational use. And although I didn't specify that, a lot of you had made comment around medical you were good with, recreational maybe not quite so certain. And so I thought that was an interesting just kind of difference, that medically I think we're okay with it. Socially we're okay with it, but maybe not as strongly. So let's see, the other thing I think that came out was needing more research on the drug and kind of what's going to happen once people start using it more in a broad sense if it's legalized. And so research is definitely important. One of the things we do know about marijuana in terms of long-term use is that there is some evidence that it does cause long-term paranoia and some changes in the brain around some schizophrenic-like symptoms, and so that kind of concerns me in terms of long-term use of marijuana and heavy use of marijuana. All right, so one of the reasons I have you do that is because clients will come to you with lots of opinions around marijuana and whether it should be legal or not legal. It's a drug that has a high amount of feelings in terms of I should be able to do this, just like alcohol. And so you have to be able to kind of look at both sides, you know, wherever you're coming from, and then be able to look at the other side, which is why I had you debate on the other side. So onwards and upwards, we are ready to keep tackling. We only have this module and one more left, so you're almost at the finish line. Keep going, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.